If you think you're old, imagine how I must feel. If you're not chronically online or don't follow me online, then this might come as a surprise if you haven't watched Revice, if you don't follow me on Twitter. This is my daughter. Yes, I'm gonna be Papasatsu. Having a baby is why the content has been a little dry recently, why Gava Bridge hasn't been really moving forward, why my other projects had to be pushed aside for a while. Surely it's understandable, right? Most of my time has been focusing on the arrival of our baby. We just had our baby shower. I couldn't even fit most of the stuff in my car. This is just what I could have. We've just had tons of great support for our little tadpole, or as my friends would say, our little baby Satsu. My aunt got her a little frog blanket thing here. Our friend Kantho got her another frog light. She's gonna really enjoy those frogs. Dawn also bought us some gifts. My other friends got us gifts. So yeah, it's been a huge blessing that we've had such big support from our friends and family. Before you guys even start in the comments, no, I'm not showing her Super Sentai or Kamen Rider or Ultraman. I'm not really gonna show her Tokusatsu. The only toku I'm gonna show her is Sesame Street. And then Kamen Rider when she's older. Aside from all that being like the biggest announcement of my life, of course, I've also been busy with my own 9-to-5 job, socializing with my friends, of course, being out there with my family, doing tons of research for our little Lucy Satsu, with playing games. My friend let me borrow his PS5. Why is Astrobot $70? I'll never know, but it is a darn good game. Honestly, I'm a little surprised I even had Legacy of Revice out by Christmas. I'll be a little honest, it isn't my best work. You can probably tell I had to cut out at least 3 parts that were already recorded just to cut for time, but I'm still pretty happy with it. Probably not the happiest with it, but I am pretty happy with it, especially with my opinions out there now. But I've also had time to at least write on my stories, my books that I'm also going to make kind of like a trailer for, which brings me to the actual whole channel update, for 2026. Understandably, I'm mostly going to only focus on 2 videos this year. I know, crazy. What am I, a YouTuber? Kind of. And the only 2 videos I want to focus on, at least 110%, would be, of course, Legacy of Kamen Rider Saber and Legacy of Kamen Rider Geats. So yeah, thankfully, I do have a lot of the scripts already, at least the baseline for the script already written out. I just have to actually do more research on them and translate a few things along with interviews and stuff with some help from my other friends and writers. So yeah, they're both going to be big videos, understandably for big reasons. The Saber one, I actually want to put a lot more effort into, more than usual. As for the in-between videos, these are only possibilities. These are things I want to do, and I keep saying over and over, understandably, I might not get to them, but they are stuff I want to do this year. I've had a VR chat video, being worked on for a little bit. It's not a huge video, but it is one I actually do want to come out with. I just went on VR chat one day, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much more here than I thought for Tokusatsu. I really gotta talk about this. So I want to. Another one has been about trading card games. If you couldn't tell by my constant love of TCGs, I love Magic the Gathering. Here's my Spider-Man, my Edge of Eternities draft that we do with my friends. There's this Kamen Rider Geats. Hey, wait a minute, this isn't Magic the Gathering. This is a card game by Rinkatori. This is another reason why I wanted to work on this video, because there's actually a lot more TCG Tokusatsu related things out there than you realize, and I don't just mean the official ones, like Battle Spirits with Kamen Rider, or Union Arena for some reason. Why isn't that here? So that's why I also want to talk about other fan-made stuff, like this one by Rinkatori, like I mentioned. And there's a ton of other, TTRPGs based around Tokusatsu. There's other, books based on Tokusatsu, made by fans, made by, even just big companies. So I do want to talk about more of that later, too. If I can get to it. How could I forget to mention that I had another channel? So aside from all this card stuff, I do have a card game channel specifically for Magic the Gathering for its competitive format. Marcos plays a polluted delta and casts his moistness, Glarb, Calamity's Augur. I haven't been using it for too long, and the video production side of it is pretty easy, which is why I'm able to do it kind of fast, so I'm pretty happy with it so far. I hope I hope it grows to be bigger and better than the Marcosatsu channel. I don't know, is that a thing I'm supposed to say? Maybe not. I hope it goes well. If it has 100 subs, I'm happy with that too. Garo is the most obvious one I'm saving for Halloween. That's gonna be semi-big. I keep saying this. So the Garo one, I do want to have it like as a send-off for the Kogaverse. I know there's going to be other movies. I mean, if they made a Taiga movie, I'm sure they're going to make another movie in the Kogaverse like sometime. If not with Koga, then with Raiga. But we'll get to that when we get to that. For now, I do want this to be a semi-send-off to the Kogaverse before I talk about the Ryugaverse. If you guys don't watch the Garo videos, you're probably like, what's this Kamen Rider thing he's talking about? Speaking of which, year after year, I always tell myself to talk about more than just the big three of Toku, including Garo, to talk about way more of like the big four for me. And I think this year I'm going to be forced to because of being so busy. So I might just do that. I've had base scripts written out for Wingman, Dogenger Season 2 and 3, Red Ranger Isekai, Tojima Writer anime. I've had scripts for these for like forever that I actually want to talk about. I keep fighting with myself. Should it be a recap or should it be with research and stuff? And they clash so much at this point. It's like, just do one or the other and just get it out there. I don't even have to get it out there. I just want to. And I don't even know if I can at this point. So that's on me. And of course, one of the elephants in the room, Super Sentai, am I right? I have a baseline script for this. I just need to like flesh it out more with more details and such. I just don't know how far I want to go. I don't know if I want it to be like the end and this big old grand send-off for Super Sentai, or just recap Gojuger as a whole and leave it at that with my review on just the show itself and have like a separate video about the end of Sentai and sending it off. I'm not sure just yet. I think that's about everything, so I'll just end it quickly here. Thank you so much for supporting me through all these years. We will try our best. I tell myself maybe I won't be the number one father, the best father, but I'll try to be a good father. I think we're getting there, and if I have to push aside the channel for a while like I already have been doing, then that's okay. We'll see how things go for this year on the channel. I won't forget you guys, of course. I know you won't forget me either. So with that being said, hopefully I'll see you next time with the VR chat video, and hopefully after that, maybe a Project Red video. Well, I guess we'll see how that goes, huh?